Bridging Worlds, the power matrix of EEQ, AIQ and SSQ for unbreakable global local impact. Your organization spans borders, but do your strategies truly resonate across cultures? Can you transform global vision into local impact without losing authenticity? Today, you'll master 3 powerhouse intelligences: emotional ethical, EEQ, AI amplified, AIQ, and social spiritual, SSQ, to build unbreakable bridges between global vision and local impact. Foundations of the power matrix. Before diving into actionable strategies, we must anchor our understanding in multidisciplinary scholarship. The power matrix synthesizes insights from sociology, psychology, anthropology, epistemology, and cutting-edge AI research to form an integrated leadership paradigm. Sociological lens. Emile Durkheim's concept of social cohesion underlines the necessity of SSQ, demonstrating that shared rituals and collective identity drive societal stability. Recent EU Social Capital Survey 2024 confirms that regions with strong communal practices report 28% higher innovation rates. Subscribe to our Bridging channel. Psychological Foundations. Daniel Goleman's emotional intelligence framework informs EEQ, showing how self-awareness and empathy correlate with executive decision quality, HBR 2023. Add an ethical dimension rooted in Kohlberg's stages of moral development, and you create leaders who feel deeply and decide righteously. Anthropological perspectives. Margaret Mead's fieldwork in Crete and southern Italy highlights local customs as reservoirs of resilience. EEQ strategies must honor these cultural grammars, while AIQ tools mine anthropological data to preserve nuance in machine translation and sentiment analysis. Epistemological awareness. Knowledge is not universal, it is situated. Donna Haraway's situated knowledges urge us to embed AIQ with diverse data sources, preventing monocultural algorithmic biases. The AI Index 2023 flags that 76% of training sets are Western-centric. Address this by integrating local corpora. AI innovation. Cutting-edge research from Stanford's Institute for Human-Centered AI 2024 shows that AI models fine-tuned on emotional and spiritual metrics increase user engagement by 22%. By aligning algorithms with EEQ and SSQ, AIQ becomes a force multiplier, augmenting human wisdom, not replacing it. This interdisciplinary foundation primes us for the strategic sections ahead, where theory meets practice. Part 1. Why Bridges Matter. Globalization's promise of seamless exchange often masks a stark reality. Local markets, communities, and cultures struggle to keep pace with the tidal forces of global capital and technological change. Consider Bari's historic olive cooperatives, centuries-old family enterprises whose lifeblood is tradition, facing pressure from international agritech firms. Meanwhile, Barcelona's vibrant startup labs hum with investment, yet their innovations rarely reach Sicily's port towns. Eurostat 2023 reveals that while peripheral regions house 40% of the population in Southwest Europe, they attract only 12% of foreign direct investment. This disparity fuels migration, disenfranchisement, and cultural erosion. The critical leadership challenge of our era is global-local fusion, crafting strategies that honor local rhythms even as they leverage global scale. Bridges, social, economic, and technological, must replace silos. Building these bridges means engaging with local stakeholders, embedding ethical values into high-level decisions, and deploying AI tools for contextual insight. As Federica Mogherini asserts, we must ensure no one is left behind by the future we create. Your directive is clear: dismantle the gulf, align global aspirations with grassroots reality, and architect a leadership model that scales ethically. This is not theory, it's your blueprint for unbreakable global local impact. Part 2. EEQ, Emotional Ethical Intelligence. Emotional Ethical Intelligence, EEQ, transcends conventional emotional intelligence by embedding a moral compass into decision-making. It marries self-awareness and empathy with unwavering commitment to ethical principles. Harvard Business Review 2023 found companies scoring high in EEQ outperform peers by 20% in stakeholder trust. EEQ is vital when negotiating partnerships across cultures, from Naples' artisan guilds to Sophia's tech enclaves. Leaders must conduct community empathy audits, quarterly field visits where unfiltered feedback from frontline teams informs strategic pivots. Ethical local pledges co-author charters with community elders, AIQ tools, localize language, and real-time polls ensure democratic buy-in. Establish emotional ethical advisory boards comprised of local voices and global experts, convening monthly via AI-facilitated translation. Run root cause reflection sessions, bi-monthly CEO Q&As in regional hubs, guided by AI analysis of emotional cues to surface hidden tensions. Finally, integrate values impact metrics, track local living wage hires, community project involvement, and sentiment scores alongside financial KPIs. The result, decisions that resonate globally and land ethically at the grassroots. Subscribe first, then click on links below for more Power Matrix strategies. Part 3, AIQ, AI Amplified Intelligence. AI Amplified Intelligence, AIQ, leverages machine learning to extend human cognitive capacities, enabling nuanced global-local alignment. MIT Sloan 2024 reports a 35% increase in market entry success for firms deploying AIQ localization tools. Begin with geo-adaptive analytics. AI dashboards correlate global KPI trends with hyperlocal indicators, economic shifts in Valencia, cultural festivals in Seville, providing instant tactical adjustments. Next, deploy smart localization engines. AI fine-tunes marketing campaigns and policy briefs into Neapolitan dialect or Andalusian Spanish, preserving cultural nuance and enhancing community reception. Predictive collaboration mapping uses AI models to identify cross-region partnerships with highest predicted impact, linking Palermo's circular economy innovators with Marseille's civic labs. Dynamic resource allocation leverages AIQ to reassign budget and talent in real time, channeling teams to emerging local needs, rural infrastructure, urban renewal projects. Finally, scenario-based training simulations co-create labs where global teams navigate simulated crises like a supply disruption in Bari, practicing adaptive responses. By harnessing AIQ, leaders gain a strategic compass, sensing local currents while steering global trajectories. Part 4, SSQ, Social Spiritual Intelligence. Social Spiritual Intelligence, SSQ, blends social network acumen with shared purpose, infusing leadership with communal meaning. The Oxford Handbook of Spiritual Intelligence 2023 found organisations practicing SSQ rituals experienced 40% higher retention in remote regions. Launch local global purpose forums, quarterly virtual convenings where global executives and local champions co-create mission narratives, melding Sicilian Festa dei Morti resilience themes with Catalan innovation ethos. Cultural exchange incubators digitally meld folk traditions, Sardinian pastoral songs, Andalusian flamenco with tech showcases, strengthening cross-cultural empathy. Implement ritualized knowledge sharing, monthly story circles, where local teams share success tales, amplified globally via AIQ algorithms, fostering a tapestry of lived wisdom. Deploy compassion catalyst networks, AI-curated platforms pairing global mentors with local innovators based on shared values, nurturing reciprocal growth. Organize global-local pilgrimage projects, hybrid expeditions tracing Mediterranean trade routes enhanced by AR storytelling, solidifying collective purpose. SSQ anchors global operations in local soul, forging communities that transcend transactional ties. Part 5, Fusion Sprint, Case Study. When Palermo's port faced closure due to regulatory changes, leadership activated the Power Matrix. EEQ, local listening cells of dock workers, fisherfolk, and civic leaders co-designed equitable revenue sharing models. AIQ, advanced algorithms, optimized shipping schedules, and waste recycling routes, reducing idle time by 30%. SSQ, cultural festivals honoured maritime heritage, uniting stakeholders in shared rituals. The combined strategy yielded a 25% surge in local employment, a 15% waste reduction, and a 60% increase in trade partnerships within 6 months. Port Authority Palermo 2024. This fusion sprint exemplifies how leveraging EEQ builds trust, AIQ drives efficiency, and SSQ fosters communal resilience, creating a replicable blueprint for global local crises. Part 6. CEO Call to Action 1. Launch a bridge pilot. Within 72 hours, implement one EEQ, AIQ, and SSQ strategy in a key local hub. Document procedures and lessons. 2. Measure local impact. Use AI dashboards to track stakeholder sentiment, operational gains, and community engagement weekly. Share insights with your board. 3. Scale across regions. Convene a global local summit to replicate successes in Lisbon, Marseille, and Naples, mentoring regional teams. 4. Amplify stories. Employ AIQ editing to produce short documentaries showcasing your bridge projects. Distribute these across corporate and social channels. You can start by clicking on the Descript link below or send me what you need and I help you create it. 5. Join the vanguard. Tag Bridging Worlds and network with our Praxis Nexus community. Exchange best practices and co-innovate the next case study. Subscribe for CEO-level strategies and dynamic leadership frameworks. The future demands not just connection, but powerful bridges. Build yours today.